Welcome to our channel. Today, we're tackling one of the most critical issues facing our planet, climate change. Over the past few decades, climate change has accelerated at an alarming rate, impacting ecosystems, weather patterns, and human life. Join us as we explore the causes, effects, and urgent need for action to combat this global crisis. Climate change refers to significant and long-term changes in the Earth's climate, particularly an increase in temperature. This phenomenon is largely driven by human activities, such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes. Understanding the causes of climate change is crucial to addressing it effectively. Here are the primary contributors. The burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas releases large amounts of CO2 into the atmosphere. CO2 is a greenhouse gas that traps heat, leading to global warming. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing CO2. Deforestation for agriculture, logging, and development reduces this capacity, increasing atmospheric CO2 levels. Agricultural practices, especially livestock farming, produce methane, CH4, a potent greenhouse gas. Rice paddies also emit significant amounts of methane. Industries release various greenhouse gases, including nitrous oxide, N2O, and fluorinated gases, contributing to the greenhouse effect. Climate change is happening faster than many scientists initially predicted. Here's how the rapid pace of climate change is manifesting around the world. Global temperatures have risen by approximately 1.2 degrees Celsius since the pre-industrial era. The last decade was the hottest on record, with extreme heat waves becoming more frequent. Arctic sea ice is melting at an unprecedented rate. This contributes to rising sea levels, which threaten coastal communities and ecosystems. The Greenland and Antarctic ice sheets are also losing mass rapidly. Climate change intensifies weather events, making hurricanes, floods, and wildfires more severe and frequent. These events cause widespread destruction and displacement. Increased CO2 levels are absorbed by the oceans, causing acidification. This affects marine life, particularly coral reefs, which are vital for biodiversity and coastal protection. The rapid pace of climate change is having a profound impact on ecosystems and biodiversity. Changing temperatures and weather patterns are altering habitats, forcing species to migrate, adapt, or face extinction. Polar bears, for example, are losing their ice habitats. Many species rely on specific environmental cues for migration. Climate change disrupts these patterns, affecting breeding and feeding grounds. Rising sea temperatures cause coral bleaching, where corals expel the algae living in their tissues, leading to mass die-offs. This threatens the biodiversity of coral reef ecosystems. Increased temperatures and changing precipitation patterns stress forests, making them more susceptible to pests and diseases. This leads to large-scale dieback and loss of carbon sinks. Climate change doesn't just impact the environment. It has profound effects on human life. Extreme heat increases the risk of heat-related illnesses and deaths. Air pollution exacerbated by climate change leads to respiratory problems and cardiovascular diseases. Changing weather patterns disrupt agriculture, leading to food shortages and higher prices. Water scarcity affects millions, particularly in arid regions. Climate-related disasters cause billions in damages, affecting economies and livelihoods. Vulnerable communities face the brunt of these impacts. Rising sea levels, extreme weather, and resource scarcity force people to leave their homes. Climate refugees are becoming a pressing global issue. The urgency to combat climate change has never been greater. Here's what needs to be done. Transitioning to renewable energy sources, improving energy efficiency, and reducing fossil fuel consumption are critical steps. Protecting forests, wetlands, and oceans enhances their role as carbon sinks. Reforestation and conservation efforts are vital. Investing in climate-resilient infrastructure and supporting vulnerable communities to adapt to changes are essential. Climate change is a global issue that requires international cooperation. Agreements like the Paris Accord aim to limit global warming and foster collaboration. Every individual can contribute to the fight against climate change. Here are some actions you can take. Reduce your carbon footprint by using public transportation, conserving energy, and adopting a plant-based diet. Support businesses and products that prioritize sustainability. Reduce, reuse, and recycle to minimize waste. Get involved in local and global climate action initiatives. Advocate for policies that address climate change and support renewable energy. Educate yourself and others about climate change. Use social media and community platforms to spread awareness and encourage action. Climate change is one of the most pressing challenges of our time. The rapid pace of change demands urgent and collective action. By understanding the causes, recognizing the impacts, and taking meaningful steps, we can mitigate climate change and protect our planet for future generations. Thank you for joining us in this important discussion. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content on climate change and environmental sustainability. Until next time, take care of our planet and each other.